No disrespect to Christianity, but I'm about to point out some things that I feel like a lot of people need to talk about. I shared this story in a different video, so I'm not going to share it here. Now, I know a few people that's been hurt by church, and when I say hurt, I mean hurt. When I was coming up, I was raised in church, and my mom is still a Christian, but she has dealt with a lot of church hurt herself. When I was in Chicago, right, I was talking to a young lady that said she was sleeping with her pastor. Now, it wasn't like she was sleeping with him right away. She knew that he was going through a divorce. He told her that his wife didn't believe in God no more, so she stopped coming to church. Now, he did not talk to her at church because he didn't want people to know that he was talking to her. So every time after church, he would make sure that he don't have any type of contact with her. And if it was very brief. Now, she been keeping that as a secret, right? But one day she went to her family house so they can have Sunday dinner. You know, they asked her a couple of things, and then she said, well, you know what? I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm just going to let y'all know. I've been talking to Pastor James. She said the mother and father dropped their silverware, right? And stared at her. She said when she heard them drop the silverware, she started thinking like, okay, they probably happy that I'm talking to somebody that's God-fearing. She said they stared at her, and then they both stared at her sister for a minute and then turned back to her. So then she asked, why y'all turn to her? She said she looked over at her sister, and her sister was like sucking on her teeth and looking up, you know, kind of soft. She said she would never forget that she seen her sister put her arm up and says, well, because I've been talking to James too. So she said she got really frustrated and said, really? Are you serious right now or are you just joking? She said, no, I've been talking to him for a while. So the father was like, but why would you talk to him? Didn't you know your sister was talking to him? Well, he told me to keep it a secret. I didn't know that she was talking to him. And she said, it's okay, because he told me the same thing. He said he didn't want me to be around him with everybody around and stuff like that while he's going through a divorce. So now both of them feeling played. The mother is confused. The father is confused. So the sister asks her in front of the parents, can you be honest? Did you sleep with James? Now, she doesn't want to tell the truth in front of her parents because they Christians, and she don't want them to think like she's nasty and evil and all that. So she tells her sister, no, I think that's kind of personal. You know, even if I did, I wouldn't want to speak about that. Her sister says, well, me and him been sleeping with each other. She told me her mouth dropped out of disbelief, and she just started crying and bawling her eyes out because she felt like she was played. Then come to find out, her sister and her mom did so much digging on this man and found out the reason why him and his wife was divorcing is because when he was going out of town preaching at other churches, he was actually sleeping with other women as well. And his wife really felt like the church had betrayed her because it was people that was high up in the church, knew that what he was doing, but did not tell her. So she felt embarrassed and ashamed, so she didn't come back to the church. So now both of the sisters, the mother and the ex-wife, have been in like communication and stuff like that. And she was telling them everything. And she told me that's why she stopped going to church. Now, this is another crazy story. The mother of my kids used to go to church when she was little. She said she would never forget that the pastor wanted to raise money, and he kept on asking people, oh yeah, this not enough money, we need another bigger offering. Oh no, this not enough money, we need another bigger offering. And she said she remembered that like a lot of people would give because he would always say he needed a bigger offering. And then one day they came to church and the pastor didn't show, or the wife didn't show. It was because they took all the money from the church and moved to a different state. She said the church closed down a little bit after that, but she said she don't trust going to church and giving pastors money anymore. I literally have a few more stories, but I don't want to make this video too long. Definitely let me know if y'all got some stories in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure you follow for more content like this. And to all the cool people that follow me, I'll see you in the next video.